Today I'm traveling 7 hours from JFK to Amsterdam, which I'll be using as sort of a short layover until my next flight to Basel, Switzerland. I'm so confused. I'm sprinting to the gate. We're boarding in 10 minutes. I forgot how not fun middle seats are. This is a fully solo trip, my first this year, so I'm a little nervous. And I'm planning to visit as many Christmas markets in as many countries as I possibly can over the next week. I'll be starting off in Basel, Switzerland, and take it from there and go with the wind. This trip is off to a little bit of a stressful start. I planned to get here early so I could check out a few lounges, but unfortunately, I just made it to the airport 5 minutes ago, and now I'm sprinting to the gate because we're boarding in 10 minutes. I don't even know what happened. I got distracted. Thankfully, it's Thanksgiving today. It's a US holiday, and most people are home with their family. The TSA pre-check line was empty. I went through in 2 seconds. Thank everything almighty in this world, because I definitely would have missed this flight if it wasn't for that. And because it's JFK, the walk to the gate is 13 minutes. Oh, I'm out of breath. Oh, I made it. I made it. Okay, I can breathe. After giving myself this heart attack. And we haven't even started boarding, and so I'm good. If you ever needed a reason to get TSA pre-check, this is it. More often than not, it's gonna be useful. There were so many people in the main line. Do I have time to check out the lounge? Just kidding, no I don't. Unless it was like right here. All right, I'm gonna check to see how far the lounge is. We're boarding. If you're thinking this is extra, let me explain. You're right. But because I don't get to travel as much as I want to, like most people, I have a 9 to 5 and I can only travel when I have PTO. So when I am able to take my PTO, I tend to do the most, and it makes me so happy. I try to do, see, and eat everything. So this is one of those trips where I have high hopes, high expectations, and This is my first fully solo trip this year. I try to do at least one a year, and this year I was cutting it a little bit close. I actually thought I wouldn't be able to do one, but here we are, and it's the most extra trip possible. I'm excited, nervous, scared, happy. I have so many feelings right now. It's been so long since I've traveled alone, like completely, fully alone. So let's see how this goes.
Doors will be closing shortly and will not reopen, and seats are subject to cancellation. All ticket and confirmed passengers for Delta Flight 46 service to Amsterdam, please board at this time.
I made it. I made the flight.
Our boarding door is now closed. You may continue to use mobile devices as long as they're set to airplane mode.
I didn't want to block the alleyway because they're so tiny. I figured I would stretch in here since there's like 1, 2, 3, 8 bathrooms. Dinner wasn't bad for plain food, you know. There was only 2 options, pasta or chicken. I'm a pescatarian, so I went with the pasta. It was like a mini lasagna, and it came with a side. It looked like couscous, didn't taste like couscous, and a little brownie and some crackers. Okay, I think people are trying to come to the bathroom. Alright, back to my middle seat. I forgot how not fun middle seats are. Yeah, I don't like this middle seat business. If you're an extrovert, I'm sure that you become best friends by the end of the flight. But if you're an introvert, you're trying to pretend essentially that you're in your own little world, just minding your business and going to sleep, but it's so tight. It's so tight, I don't like it.
Thank you so much for flying with us today. Flight attendants, please prepare in the cabin for arrival. Thank you.
Please ensure you have all of your personal belongings before deplaning. As we reach our gate, we invite you to use the Fly Delta app for baggage and connection information. On behalf of this New York City-based crew, thank you for choosing Delta. We look forward to seeing you soon.
That was a very smooth landing. The lounge is open at 6, but it seems like I might not have access. It looks like I have to exit and go through baggage hall to get to that gate. So I just want to check in and make sure that that's the right way, because then I would have to get out and get back in, which sounds like a hassle if that's the case. But this website is not the best. I'm so confused. So for some reason, I had to leave and come back in so that I can check back in again and go through security again so that I can get on this flight. Good thing I have time. I asked one of the gate agents why this section is so isolated, because this is a reason why I couldn't check out the lounges, is because this is in a whole other area of the airport. She said that it might be because this is where they put the budget airlines, which is interesting. I love that this little terminal has so many places to sit and hang out, not at all based around consumerism. I feel like the US could never. If there's a seat, it most of the time has to be pointed at a place where you can get food or a drink. And then you feel guilty if you just want to sit there and not buy anything.
We're pleased to welcome you to Basel Airport. The time now is 10:10. Please keep your seatbelt fastened until the silver sign is switched off. Electronic devices cannot be used. Have a look around you to make sure you take everything with you. Be careful when you open the locker bag.
I slept through the whole flight. I woke up and all I heard was we're getting ready for landing. That was my first time flying a budget airline. It was fine. I think it's efficient in the flying and it's inefficient in the pre-flying.
Next halt, Bahnhof SBB. Next stop, Swiss Railway Station. Prochain arrêt, Gare
The bus was about 20 minutes from the airport to get here. My hotel is literally kind of across the street, which is great. I kind of planned it that way. Cutest hotel key card I've seen. And yes, because it's just wood. That's cool. This is such a cute little small hotel room. The bed is tiny. A little bit of a view. Apparently everything in the minibar is free. I asked him twice just to make sure. And a robe. A robe. I love robes. And slippers. I'm gonna decide if I wanna eat or sleep. In the meantime, I will see you in the next vlog for the European Christmas tour. Whoa, Strasbourg is not playing. This is beautiful. I could spend all day at this market, but I have at least 3 more to go. 10 out of 10. Wow.